I'm Michael O'Neill. I'm a photographer based in San Francisco. I'm originally from New York. I moved out to San Francisco in 2003, and I've been shooting professionally since 2011. I studied graphic design and advertising design in New York and left school and started working in advertising as an art director. In 2003, I came out to work for Apple's in-house marketing department. So it was an awesome place to work because you got to see a launch over all aspects of the studio, all different disciplines. So retail store, packaging design, web, motion graphics, film and video, art directing a lot of the photo shoots as well. And that really gave me the itch to pick up the camera when I was art directing these lifestyle shoots. So definitely more of a cross-functional creative director, but Apple experience was great and I learned a ton. And it's very scary to think about leaving an amazing company like Apple as a creative director to go out on your own to pursue your passion of photography. But in 2011, that's exactly what I did. I don't have a niche of like, I just shoot this and that. So each photograph is sort of, I treat it like a design problem and what's the best way to solve the problem. I love doing portraits and I love shooting people. And I think that's the most interesting thing to me about photography is trying to capture someone's soul and emotion through an image. I would like to convey truth in my photography. I would like to photograph something that is memorable and stands the test of time. I would like my photos to take you to a place, to transport you there. So if you look at the image, you could see yourself in the image, feel what it sounds like, what it smells like. I guess I try to convey pictures that draw you in and make you feel like you were there. I believe there's a certain feel that you have with the camera. If you shoot enough, it becomes an extension of who you are. And it's very fluid. It's probably similar to the way a jazz musician, plays for a long time and he can just kind of talk with the instrument. I think you could sort of talk with the camera, be really fluid, the way you interact with your subjects. It just becomes a part of you. There's so much talent out there and so much stuff has been done, right? Everything's been done. It's really hard to see how you could fit into that world. Like, what am I gonna offer? What am I gonna shoot different? Try to just create pictures that are meaningful to you and that are timeless to you, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Encourage people to just kind of put their head down and post pictures because they care about the image, not because it's gonna do well. I think a lot of us fall into the trap, and myself included. I know if I post a photo, if it's a portrait, it's not gonna do well, but I love to post portraits, so I'm not gonna let that stop me. And I just wish people would just be free to just share what they wanted to share and not worry about how people are judging them, but easier said than done. My go-to gear, I use Canon 5D Mark III with L-series glass. 2470 2.8 is my number one. I still shoot a ton of iPhone and I just purchased a ProPhoto B1 kit. So we got 2 heads and all the modifiers. So we're gonna do a lot more lit stuff, a lot more studio stuff, and try to make photos, not just take photos. We'll always go out and on a hike or sunrise and sunset, but having an idea, having a model, having a stylist, studio shoot or location, but having intent. Through my photography, you can see me. There's a special photo I took with my iPhone of a red fox in Wyoming. He's making a really funny grin on his face. It's hard to shoot wildlife with an iPhone. So that picture is probably my most liked Instagram photo. Not for that reason, but for the reason that it was an amazing encounter with wildlife that was really memorable. Is one of my favorite photos to date. What's next after Instagram? My team and I have been doing a lot of experimenting with VR, shooting stills, video, 360s that you can move around in, and that could be an interesting place after Instagram, so we'll see.